having found my inner teacher after I've been a terrible student my entire life. I really hated school as a child. But eventually I've come to find, during my experiences, how I was as a child, and then, well, growing up, and then life leading me to America, and what I learned during this time, I've come to find that life is learning. But it's really this kind of learning where we learn about others, where we learn from experience. Well, we learn about ourselves during all of this time. But we learn, from the experience. That's the kind of learning. And to really, is to learn each other, that we're here to learn each other. Something that's very much missing. Everybody wants to get their point across, everybody has something to say. Everybody feels they're right, everybody thinks they're right in their own mind. We don't question this anymore. And that also has it's our ideology of freedom. You know, it's this thing, which is really the main point of kind ding. It's really not a thing. It just has been reduced to a thing, and we, have been reduced to things as we just produce and consume, and we're just looking for love, which is also as this product. We're looking for God, whatever works for us, that idea, and whatever worldview and philosophy, and we just pick and choose. Just like with a partner, we pick and choose. And if this works, it's great. And if after a while, if something bothers me, I just go on to the next. That's how we are. This throwaway society, we have become that way. It really starts in your own personal life about being better, being more in tune with our authentic nature, with others, within ourselves, because that's really where it starts, is we are to be connected more within oneself, to know oneself, to be oneself, is to love oneself. And through that love from within yourself, you can then give it away. And you see that love is really a power, the greatest power of them all. It's definitely not a thing you look for somewhere outside of you. When you find that from within yourself, you see it everywhere and you attract it everywhere. Life is beautiful. We see that once we go through the hardships, through the difficult experiences, dealing with difficult people. And how to do that is really the point of, realize to actualize, the original philosophy / practice. Behind kind ding, the German version of that, take a look at that, kindding.com. It's really kind ding, meaning it's, no big deal. It's easy, to understand it's easy, that's for sure, to realize that for yourself. But to then put that awareness into practice is, probably it's one of the most difficult things in your life. As you continue to do that, to discipline yourself, to learn from experience, from difficult experiences, to always ask yourself, why is this happening now? Or what am I here to learn? Instead of playing the victim mode, which is very easy for us, human beings, to do that, to play the victim mode and then to blame something outside of us. Like I could blame the ship now for making all these waves, I'm getting almost wet here. That would be crazy, right? And even though we all are crazy in our own way, I'll be the first to say that, to admit to that. I even used to have a cat named Crazy. But it's a very crazy world, very dysfunctional, very terrifying, if you think about that. The powers that control this world. There has been endless war over this, but it's really time to end this war. We can make peace as we begin to love all and know that everything is the way it is because this is how we created it. And here we are now to recreate, to co-create a new world that begins from within yourself, one person at a time, and that's really what it means, what Gandhi said, what he meant by becoming the change we want to see. Very excited about that, to lead the way in my own life, definitely. I'm a very different kind of teacher there, who's not really living all of these things that I'm talking about, but I have learned that from myself. And so I'm sharing that here on YouTube, free of charge, of course, like the best things in life. But beyond that, if it means something to you, if you want to learn more, if you think I could be of benefit to you, take a look at the websites, realizetoactualize.com and kindding.com, and I would be very happy to hear from you. Email, phone, you can visit me here in Germany if you are in this area, or through Skype. My screen name there is Realize to Actualize. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and I'm just one in the many. Thanks for watching, and keep it real.